Ever since I was 10 years old, I've wanted to play guitar. It wasn't until my freshman year that I actually got a guitar and started playing. I started thinking about a music career after my brother began producing music, but I wanted another perspective on getting in the music industry. That led me to making this video.
When I was about 13, 14 years old, I just started really liking to play guitar, and I had a couple of teachers, private instructors, that they asked me if I wanted to take it serious. They actually asked, is this something you'd like to do with your life? And I thought about it, and yes, and so actually I immersed myself in studying and everything like that, and just took it very seriously and decided that's the career path I wanted to take.
Well, I got into music inspired by my dad. He played guitar, so when I was about 12, I believe I picked up an acoustic guitar and was playing that, and then I was homeschooled then, and after playing music, after playing the guitar, I realized playing music with other people is much more fun than playing it by myself.
I actually started as like a solo, making house music under Bass Gnome, which is a really weird name. And then my sister's husband started Creation actually, and it was his idea originally. And he was a solo person, and then eventually we just started making tracks together, and we formed a duo, and Creation became like both of us. And Bass Gnome just kind of killed that project. And then after a while, Nick dropped out of it, and then I just kind of picked it up and kept running with it.
My education would start private instruction. I started out actually on bass guitar. 1998, my dad had a bass guitar sitting around. I just picked it up one day because my one friend, he was playing drums, the other one was playing guitar, so picked it up and started taking some private lessons, then switched over to guitar in 2002. Took a couple of piano lessons here and there, mostly for music theory, but then again, 13, 14 years old, getting into high school was when I decided to take it more serious. I went to a career center for 2 years, the last 2 years of high school. That was kind of fun. Then after that, I just performed. I didn't go to college until I was 23. I took a couple of classes at Columbus State, getting the general electives out of the way, but nothing actually serious. But I was a jazz studies major. But then took a bunch of classes as far as business, and I've always had an interest in business. Then the more and more business classes I took, I kind of decided I didn't exactly want a degree. I wanted to do what I wanted to do, and that was start my own business. Obviously focused on music, but it was my own business. And I actually stopped going to Capitol and then started my own company, and that was in 2012.
A lot of people I know have gone to schools and stuff to try and pick up techniques and get an actual education in it. But me, I just went to YouTube and learned from tutorials and kind of just spent all my free time teaching myself how to do it. So I think it's really hard, but in today's age, I feel like it's almost easier to become a producer because there's just so much more resources that kids can get into now at a younger age, and it's all in your computer now, so you don't have to have a ton of money to actually get started. But it definitely takes a lot of time to actually learn how to use all this stuff.
So I went to high school at Toledo School for the Arts, and had some great teachers there. And then after that, I went to Capitol University in Bexley, Ohio, and studied there. Bachelor of Music in Music Industries, the official title, but I took a lot of the jazz classes there. So I'd say unofficially I got a jazz minor there, but it's not on paper or anything. So, and then beyond that, just YouTube and meeting other people and playing with other people. Honestly, that taught me just as much as college.
Actually, I do what I do so I don't have to work a 9-to-5 job. Actually, so I am comfortable. I make a very comfortable living with music, and I'm happy. I do it more for actually quality of life than money. Obviously, money equals quality of life in most times, but I do it so I don't have to get up every morning and go to a office. Obviously, I don't shave. So just so I can be my own boss.
A lot of people don't realize that I'm just a normal person, so I still work a full-time job. and I just make time to make music whenever I have free time, and I just kind of post it as I go, and every once in a while I'll get to play a show, which is fun, and I'll come back and to my normal job. But most people just think I'm like this crazy producer that just plays shows nonstop, or I'm like crazy hectic until they meet me in real life. I basically just use this as an opportunity to travel because I get paid to get flown places, which normal people don't usually like have a bunch of money saved up for travel. So this is a great opportunity. I make music in my free time, and then every once in a while I get to go visit a new city and meet a bunch of cool people. But it's taken me to Paris, it's taken me to Australia, it's taken me to Montreal and Canada multiple times, and I've gotten to fly all over the US. I just recently went to California. I've been to New York, like just tons of cool places and tons of awesome people, and that's probably my favorite part about it, is just like all the cool producers that you get to meet. And I've gotten to meet and actually become friends with like producers that I've looked up to, which is kind of weird for me because you're like sitting there like, man, I used to like listen to this guy's music all the time before I even like started making music, and then you're just sitting there have a conversation with him and you guys end up like texting each other. So it's pretty cool in that aspect that music can completely like bring you up and get you into contact with all kinds of people, and it can create so many opportunities if you spend enough time and work hard at it.
Yeah, so I'd say first and foremost I play with a variety of different groups. Mojo Flow is a Columbus-based neo-funk soul band. It's kind of been my main band for the past coming up on 2 years. And we do we'll do festivals, we play original music, also do some work on the corporate side, playing weddings, corporate parties, private parties, that type of stuff. I've been playing with this group, Blue Water Kings, which is a national kind of private, again, weddings is the main thing they do. And that group is kind of all across the country, and they just have rosters of musicians in different cities. So I'll get a call to a wedding there with them, and get a set list a week before, learn the songs, no rehearsal there, just show up, and I don't really know who I'm going to be playing with there. So that's a totally different thing than Mojo Flow when we rehearse every week. But I love both of those things. I've been playing a bit with this singer named Dea, who just got a Grammy recently, so that's pretty cool. My friend Chris Jameson was on The Voice season 7 and was a finalist on that. So I've been doing some traveling with him. There's 2 churches I play for every Sunday that I'm not traveling. I teach some lessons, not a lot, but it's always nice to be able to share music and pass on what I've learned to other people. That's a lot of fun.
A full-time career in music? I'm still not sure, but at least now I have a much better perspective.